Hey, how y'all doing? Glad y'all come back. Hope you keep coming back. 'Cause you keep coming back, I'll do another show. And probably if you don't come back, I'm like y'all. I'll do another show. Do another show. Howdy ho, I'll do another show. Howdy ho, I don't know how far I can go, but I'll do another show. Well, I was thinking to myself, I said, hey, you thinking you, what? Who, you? Me? What am I talking to? Who are you going? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I don't know. Who are you talking to? But anyway, started scratching my chin a little bit. I said, well, I don't know who I was talking to, but I was talking to somebody, and then I'm trying to figure out why. What are you doing what you're doing right now? But you're doing what you're doing. And I said, well, you know what? That reminds me of, let's do another show. Hey, howdy ho. Well, I don't know how far we can go, but let's do another show. Well, let's do another show. Howdy ho, howdy ho, howdy ho. Yeah, you probably tried to figure out what I was saying, but let me tell you one thing. The only people that can figure out what I was saying is human beings. Because you robots don't understand what's going on in this planet, you robot morons, whatever thing's going on. You better wake up. You better get on that dollar bill. You better pass out some money. I like to walk around with a bunch of money in my pocket. Even if I'm riding in the daggone roundabout, going around the city, Grand Canyon. I want to be riding around my roundabout with about $1 million on me in my roundabout. Riding around on the roundabout with $1 million. Riding around in my roundabout with $1 million. So if my roundabout got stuck and I just went off the frickin' mountain, oh shit! Who needs $1 million if you ride on a frickin' roundabout? Who the hell wants to go buy the damn Grand Canyon? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Why would you want to go out to the Grand Canyon on a freaking roundabout? Not a roundabout, roustabout. You know what I mean? That daggum little battery operated looking little machine right there going. Woo! All right, let's go. Here's the Lenny Braddock Show, ladies. Are we still live?
We are live here on the Lenny Braddock Show.
Let's get some live.
Lenny Braddock on
Let's get on. Don't tell me that y'all don't have no. Right now, y'all sitting in traffic, right? I guarantee you, you can fly. You can fly. You can got your little battery operated thing and fly. You don't need to fly. Just stay home, save gas. Y'all need to quit wasting money. You know what? Let's get it on down with the native Floridians. Look, I'm tired of everybody coming over here looking up, but I don't like looking up. When I look up and see somebody cut my grass, I want to see them going, hey, how you doing? Even if I'm not going to do it, because I don't want to cut grass. I used to cut grass underneath pine trees with pine straw. You ever done that? You don't cut the grass until you rake up the pine straw. All right, we're going to take a little break here. Y'all remember that? You know what I mean? If you live under pine trees, it's okay.
We're just live.
We're live. But you know what? Pine straw. Now, pine straw is really from pine trees. And, you know, y'all probably go, what? Now, have you ever lived underneath the pine trees? Then you don't know that what it's like to live under pine trees. And then you go cut the grass, and that's your job when you're a kid, right?
Right.
And you don't get to cut the grass because you can't cut the pine straw. This pine straw is like, I didn't realize later on that I could have probably made money off of it, you know?
Off the pine straw?
Pine straw. You can use, here's a little network news from Dr. Lenny on the
Lenny Braddock show right here, live.
All right, now here we go. Now here's what I had perfect teeth, and so one thing that I used to do was pick my teeth using pine straw.
Right.
You know, instead of dental floss, I never thought they didn't even have dental floss, so I used pine straw. But one thing, when you use pine straw, if it breaks off in between your gum, you need to get another piece of pine straw to push it through. But if you don't get the right one, you could start choking on it. So you got to be rated R. Get your mom to listen to this. You don't want to get choked on the pine straw. You know, but the pine straw can clean your teeth out, and that little sap stuff is good for your teeth.
All right.
Now I believe, the pine straw sap is good for you too. Because think about it, why wouldn't it be?
I know, it just makes sense.
It makes sense, and it cleans your teeth for free. Didn't cost you nothing. You know what? Here's a little song. Let's do a little song. Didn't cost us nothing. Didn't cost us nothing. I'm glad to hear something didn't cost me nothing. Hey, how much you charging me? Nothing. What? No, I'm not charging you nothing.
How much?
Good. What? No, they said nothing.
Wow.
How much is that beer? Nothing. 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 How much is that? I eat a steak. Nothing. How much do I ride to the store? Nothing. What am I getting up for?
Nothing.
Nothing. I can't even get up for nothing.
Absolutely.
So I watched a wee channel today. Me channel. This channel. You know what I'm talking about. This broadcast where they got us all going, hey, you dadgum baby boomers. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, Mama, let me tell you one thing. I ain't telling you nothing because you're the freaking president.
It's okay.
I hate to say that. You don't go around talking about somebody that's going to kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, man, as long as you have the First Amendment, you can say whatever you want.
I know, we just said that. You know what I mean? But again, it's like, look. Even if somebody come in here and did something right now going right, I don't worry about that as much as the car shuts off. You know, you're riding home and the car shuts off and you're going, everything's closed. There's no filling station. There's nothing open. And you're riding home and the car shuts off and there's no way to get... And then they go, call AAA. No, this is not a AAA van. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I would get what everybody wants you to get. You know, okay, why don't you do this? Here's a little song called Why Don't You Do This? I don't want to use that one. Let's do this chord.
Here on the
right
Lenny
here.
Braddock Show live from St. Augustine,
We're
Florida.
going to change up the chord called Why Don't You Do This? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do what I tell you to do? You could do better if you did what I told you to. Why don't you just do what I'm telling you to? That's why you're not making it, Because you don't do what I tell you to. You're a damn loser. What the hell's wrong with you? You should be living in a big old house. You should be a big old king, not a little sneaky mouse. And you know what? That's something I used to think about too. But I bought a big old house, and that twister came along and blew that daggum piece of thing in two. Yeah, what I'm saying. So who do you think you are? You ain't nothing but a piece of hey, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Christmas coming, thank you, Jesus, Lord have mercy. Good God Almighty, Lord have Jesus, forgive me for all the things I've done. I've done a lot of crazy things just to make it right now, and even doing this daggum show right now. Hey, how y'all doing? I just thought I'd throw that out on you a little bit out here, because you know what I mean? Hey, what's that? Y'all, what's that? Y'all afraid of something?
That's a pretty funny song, Lenny.
It ain't a funny song.
That was funny. Made me laugh.
Yeah, let's talk about, I don't want to talk about nothing that's going to make me go, ooh, I don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No boo-hoo train.
Yeah. Woo. Try to keep the show. Let's have a good time. Remember when you used to go and you see the train track? You know, you're going, don't go by the train track.
Yeah, right.
You know, don't go over there by that train.
Man.
And one time we had they had the train had come by, and you could hear it coming across the bridge every day. Man, right on schedule.
Could set your clock by it.
But here's the deal. When you want to go to the store, you want to make sure that you went before the train, because if it came, you got stuck in between. But then everybody started, you could go over a couple streets to like Pearl Street, and you could outdo the train going that way. You know, it's like whichever way you was going. And it was the way that you knew the area where you could outdo the train. And sometimes it wasn't as much as whatever they had on the train, but it was like just being you, knowing you're outrunning to the train. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Outrunning the train, heading down Pearl Street. Yeah, that train just come across the river, passing down, going over Main Street. I remember somebody jumped on that train one time and they fell off and got their foot caught, and it cut off their foot. No, it wasn't no ouch.
How about that?
Ouch. It wasn't no dead of an ouch. It was like when you lose your foot, that train will take your foot off, your leg off, your life. You know what I'm saying? There's people jumped on that train, making a free ride. Just thought it was a free ride, but that devil said, you're going to get on that train. You didn't make it up to Maine. You got filled off, you got mained.
Hobo.
You end up mained hobo train. Ooh. I like a little train song from Jacksonville to Cowtown. There's a that good Cowtown, you know what I mean? That's like Main Street Bridge. How long it took to build that daggum thing? Oh, yeah. do a little Rolling Stones there. Well, my baby used to stay out all night long. Yeah, she made me cry. She done me wrong. Turned my eyes open. Well, that's no lie. I said originals.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Whoa, doggone. And I wasn't even playing it right anyway, you know what I'm saying? This is all Lenny Braddock originals.
That's right, here on the Lenny Braddock Show, St. Augustine, Florida.
Yeah, play me. Alright. Now let's do another. Let's have a little toast. Here's a little thing from our commercial. Sponsored by
Anheuser-Busch.
Anheuser-Busch. Oh, I love that sound. Purified water.
Yep, and it tastes great. Brewed from the fresh, mountainy, rocket fucking mountains from the Anheuser-Busch. All right, we are back here on the Lenny Braddock Show.
All right.
And here is your host, Lenny Braddock.
Okay, let's talk. A main topic of today is getting home safe. You know what I mean? So you can do whatever you want to or whatever you're thinking, and you're worrying about whatever you're wearing and all that, but it's all like getting home safe and taking care of the people that love you, because your family wants you to be there for them. And, you know, be there for your family. And if you need something, do it. You help them out. Don't be judgmental all the time. Some people say, "Oh, I'm doing it for your own kindness." You know, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, sure. What do you think, Mr. Beer?
Yeah, we've all heard that one before, Mr. Lenny.
Yeah. It's for your own good kindness.
That's usually what you hear right before you get your ass whooped.
No, are we? This is the rated. You can't say that.
Oh, well, that's not really a cuss word.
Can't say that.
It's too late now. It's out. It's live.
This is after 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah. It's 10:07. 10:07 here in the Sunshine State. Lenny Braddock Show.
Let's still make up.
Sorry for cussing.
I wish you the best. I hope you make it. 'Cause I know that I've given you all I can give you, and you can take it. Don't you worry, you can make it on your own. There ain't nobody hasn't never been alone. Didn't hear nothing, not even a mouse. Even the fog, there wasn't even moisture in the house. I said, hey, what's going on? I don't want to be alone. But let me tell you one thing. In this world, you don't want to be alone. I was alone. Till I met Jesus. He come up, and I sat there going, That old stupid stick in my hand. I said, you get me out of here, I'll do what you want me to do. He said, all right. Next day I was heading out. I said, what do you want me to do? He said, I want you to go get the girl that's in love with you and marry her and make her your wife and live with her for the rest of your life. That's what I did. 'Cause I said I was gonna do it. That's what I did. And I knew that it was true. And even now, as I played this song for you, that was true. That was true. That was true. And I loved that woman back then, back a long time ago. But you know, I still love her even though I still hate her so. But you know, there's those things that she put me through. But I can't never hate her that much because she give me you. Yep, yeah, she give me you. I'm glad that she put up with me for as long as she did. And I'm glad that you've been around. I love you so much. And I know that life ain't everything that you want it to be, but it'll be what you want it to see. If you want it to see whatever that means, I have no clue to what I'm saying anyway sometimes. But barbecue, hey. You know what, dinosaur days, I'd open me up a dinosaur barbecue. Can you imagine how much money you could make off a rib? You could invite a nation. Come on over here. Y'all get on that one daggone ribosaurus over there. All right, y'all stick around. Look, we got let's see, what sponsors. Here's a sponsor coming up. Boom, sponsor, bam, sponsor.
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude tonight's episode of the Lenny Braddock Show. We were here live from St. Augustine, Florida. Tune in later. Subscribe, leave a comment, and all that good stuff. Wow.